I mean, it's a Java bean class object, right? But I designed form page by using traditional HTML tags. I hope you remembered that. Okay. Yeah, definitely you remembered that, no doubt in that, right? Yes. Where is this? 915 say launch. 5151 915. Yeah, launch it. Yeah. When you design form page by using traditional HTML tag, we have one problem. What is that problem? It supports one-way data binding. One-way data bind. Form submitted, data going to Java Bean class object. But when form is launched, if any values are there in what? Java Bean class object. If any values are there in what? Java Bean class object. Will they be populated to form components, guys? No. It supports only one way. One way means what? Form to Java Bean. But Java Bean to form components, will they be populated, guys? Will they be populated? I want reply, guys. No doubt in that. Close all editors. That's good. Tell me here, where is this? I'll prove that it supporting only one-way data binding. Go to model class, student guys. Here, I will go for, if no default address should be Hyderabad. So when I launch the form page, do you think form page will display Hyderabad as the default value, guys? Yes. Tell me here. Run an server. Say this. Say this. Say this. Say finish. Register student. Tell me. 1001. See, are you getting Hyderabad here? But if I fill up the data is coming over there or not there. So that means form page to Java bean going, Java bean to form page coming, not. It is supporting one-way data binding now. Sir, don't cheat us, sir. When form is submitted, you are creating a model class object using at the rate model attribute. That's why data is stored into object. But when form is launched, when you are not creating object, how does it will this? I will do that work also. Why to disappoint you? 1 minute. You are expecting this one, na? This is form launching page. Here also I will put what? At the rate model attribute. What is there? At the rate model attribute. Tell me. Not this. This is home page, Rababu. Here. Yeah, here is my what? At the rate model attribute. At the rate model attribute. What is
This
there?
meeting is
Stud.
being recorded.
At the rate model attribute stud. model attribute student st. Model attribute student st. Okay, here extra bracket na boss. Okay. There what? Extra bracket. What is the guarantee object is created or not? Okay, fine. Here I will, okay, I will write all arg constructor. Okay, that's good. But I will keep zero arg constructor manually. What is there? Public, what is there guys? Public student. Yeah, system dot out dot println. What dot println? Student to colon. What is there? Zero param constructor. Student to colon zero param constructor. Oh, why red color, guys? Yeah, maybe it's saying no. There is no reason of having red color here. Okay, no error. To get the confidence, yes, object is created. I am doing this. Right click, run on server, say Tomcat 11, save finish. Say Tomcat 11, save finish. Okay. Yeah. Register student. Here is the story. Natraz, Hyderabad. Then tell me 78 point. Click on it. First grade 1001 Natraz. Output is coming. But still, when I launch the form page, are we getting Hyderabad as default value? No. That means traditional HTML tags-based form page designing will support only one-way data binding or not there. I want two-way data binding. We need two-way data binding. Then use tags, form tags only, but not traditional HTML form tags. You should use Spring MVC supplying some JSP tag libraries, not JSTL tags, guys. Spring MVC supplying some JSP tags. There, tags are there to design form page. And if you design the form page by using Spring MVC supplied JSP tag, they support two-way data binding. They support two-way data binding. I hope you understood. Actually, I should launch that one directly, but I don't want to launch that one directly without showing this problem. Industry standard is what? They use Spring MVC supplied JSP tags only. They don't use a traditional HTML tag because they happily support two-way binding now, boss. Suppose edit hyperlink is there. When I click on it, form page should come. Having old values should come na. Old values will come from where? Database to service to entity class object. If I can make entity object as model object, I can link with the form page or not there. For that one, on the launch of form page, some values should come dynamically from Java Bean. So that is possible when you design only by using what? MVC supplied JSP tags. Final conclusion. If you design form page in MVC application by using traditional HTML tag that support one-way form data binding. What binding? One-way form data binding. If you do the same thing, come on. If you do the same thing by using what? Uh, if you do the same thing by using MVC supplied JSP tags, MVC supplied JSP tag. You have to take this, you have to think about going for what? Two-way data binding support is there. So can I introduce those tags officially to you people, guys? Here is my paint. Okay, that's great. File open. What is that, guys? File open. Yeah. Here, tell me, what is the story to follow? Five one five na? Where is this? 515. Spring Boot data JPA. Spring Boot data JPA. That's great. Spring Boot data JPA. Oh, we moved to MVC, guys. Tell me. Form data binding using Spring Boot MVC supplied tags. The form designed using traditional HTML tags support only one-way data binding. That means only form submission data goes to model class object, but model class object data does not go to form components as initial values of form components on the launch of form page, guys. On the launch of form page. To solve this problem, design form page by using what? Spring MVC supplied JSP form tags, which supports what? Two-way data binding. That means form submission data to model class object data to form component. On the launch of form page, model class object data, whatever data is there, they come in the form component as initial value. When form is submitted, form data is stored into model class object, right? Okay. JSP tag library is a library where set of JSP tags are available. Spring MVC, Spring Boot MVC gives two JSP tag libraries. Number one, generic JSP tag library. Number two, form JSP tag library. Convinced, my dear? Come on, everyone. Okay, generic JSP tag library for general purpose operations like what? Reading values from properties file, reading scoped data, and etc. Form JSP tag library for form designing with the support of what? Two-way data binding. Okay, guys. And these are for general purpose. Okay, reading property file data if condition kind of. But this is purely what, guys? Form tags. Here purely form tags are there. Okay. In JSTL also we learned about five tag libraries. Na? Every tag library is identified with its tag lib URI. Okay, array these tag libraries are there in the regular jar that are already added. Every tag library is identified with its what? Tag lib URI. And we need to import JSP tag library by specifying tag lib URI or not, guys. By simply specifying tag lib URI or not, guys. Both these JSP tag libraries are part of Spring MVC, Spring Boot MVC module. What module, guys? Spring MVC, Spring Boot MVC module. To use the tags of any JSP tag library, we need to import JSP tag library by specifying its what? Tag lib URI and its what? Prefix. At the rate tag lib URI is equal to this, prefix is equal to this. At the rate tag lib URI is equal to this, prefix is equal to this. Convinced, my dear? Come on, everyone. Okay, guys. Every JSP tag library is identified with its what? Tag lib URI. Super. Spring's generic tag lib URI is what? Slash tags. What tags, guys? Okay, this is the tag. http www.springframework.org/tags. Spring's generic tag library tags are, these are various tags now, my dear. SP here is the custom prefix. This can be changed to anything. Array XP is not a fixed, boss. Array why its prefix will be taken, you know. if two tags of two different tag libraries are having same name, they can be differentiated with a prefix word or not, guys? They can be differentiated with a prefix word or not, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. Yeah, Spring's form tag library URI is tags slash form. What is that? Tags slash form, guys. Array only tags, generic tag library, slash form, form tag. Array all tags are there, button, checkbox, checkboxes, errors. All these are related to form designing only, na boss. All these are here. FRM is the custom prefix. You can take anything. Okay. Every JSP tag library is identified with its tag lib URI. And if you want to use any tag of any tag library in JSP page, you have to import the tag library or not, guys? By using tag library directive, what is that? Tag lib directive, you have to import it. By using tag lib directive, you have to import it. Are you getting my point? If the form page is designed by using what? Spring MVC supplied JSP form tags, we can perform two-way binding operation. What operations, guys? We can perform model class object data to form components as initial value on the launch of form page. Form component values to model class object on the submission of the form page. Array two times model class object is created. So when form is launched, what happens, guys? Model class object initial values will be displayed to form components as text box initial value. When form is submitted, old one anyhow continue. Form data will be stored into model class object. Look at the flow, guys. A1 we clicked on, A1 hyperlink, B1 dispatch servlet traps and take initial request, guys. Handovers request to handler mapping. What is next one? What is the value, guys? That is C1. Next one, what? D1. What's the D1 on my story, guys? Uh, what is the D1? What is the D1? C1 and here is what? D1. Here is C1, here is what? D1. Are you getting my point there or not there, guys? D1. It will gather signature of this method. Show form at the rate model attribute is there. Controller class bean ID, that is what? D1, E1. Okay, what is that? F1. Where is this? F1. Dispatcher servlet traps it, guys. Dispatcher servlet traps it. So by seeing at the rate model attribute, it will create one model class object or not there. It will definitely create one model class object. Agree with me, my dear? Come on, everyone. Okay. Okay. Model class object. See, guys, where is the model class? Here is the model class. In the model class, SADD Hyderabad is there. Remaining all are no values, na boss. Here, whatever object is created, all are null, but SADD is having Hyderabad. Okay, that is what, guys. Uh, E1, F1, F1, G1. Model class object is created having initial value. And what is there? Show form method is called. What is called, guys? Show form method is called having model class object as the argument value. What value, guys? Having model class object as the argument value. Yeah, that is what? H1. What is there? H1. That's good. It returns logical view name, na boss. What is that? I1. It simply returns logical view name. That is what? I1. Okay, guys. This logical view name will go to dispatcher servlet J1. Okay, that's good. That will go to view resolver K1. That gives me view object. Okay. What is there? Logical. Student underscore register dot JSP. What is there? L1. That view object goes to dispatcher servlet M1. Okay, that dispatcher servlet what? Executes the JSP page. But observe this JSP page carefully. It is not designed by using traditional HTML tags. It is designed by using what? Spring supplied JSP tags. Check it out. @taglib URI. Look at the URI. Tags slash form is there. That means I'm importing form tag library given by Spring, guys. Are you noticing it? Prefix is FRM, not fixed, guys. Anything you can take. Right. FRM prefix column. Form tag is form. Action is equal to register. Method is equal to post. Model attribute is equal to stud. What is this stud? Model class object name or not, guys? So indirectly what I am doing? Whatever model class object is created on form launch, I am linking with the form page or not, guys? Whatever model class object I am creating, okay, I am linking with the form page or not there. So that whatever data is there in this model class object will become text box initial values or not, my dear. Super, guys. Tell me now. Table, TR, student ID, input, FRM colon input. And if no component is specified, input tag by default give text box. Path is equal to SNO. What is equal to SNO? Path is equal to SNO. Are you getting my point there, guys? Here what is there? Null is there. Here also null is coming or not there? What is there? Null is there. Here also null is coming or not there? Null means no value. It will display as empty text box. Yeah, path yes name. What is there? Null. Here also null. Next, path SADD. What is the default value it is having? Hyderabad. So that Hyderabad will appear over there or not there, guys? Yeah, that means what? On the launch of form page, you can see model class object in the text box as initial values or not, my dear. Super. Next one, average. 0.0 is displayed here or not, boss? Average 0.0 is displayed here. Comfortable, my dear? Come on, everyone. Super. Next one, input type submit, value is equal to register. Here we are clicking on submit button or not, guys? Here we are clicking on submit button. What do you say, guys? Okay. This is Hyderabad. Average. Student average 0.0. Why nothing is here? What is there, guys? 0.0. Why? I have taken simple float. Yeah. I have taken simple float. What is there? 0.0 is there. That will be displayed here or not there, guys? Okay, that's good. Okay, now once this is done, guys, okay, with this form page is displayed. Now I'll think about submission of the form page now, my dear. Okay, now Q1, click on submit button. Collects the URL from action attribute. What is there? R1, register. Okay, who traps and takes a request? Dispatcher servlet. What is that? R1. The next one, S1. Okay, that's great. Hand overs the request to handler mapping, T1. Next, what's the next one? It will search for a handler method who takes post mode and register. Here, there are not there, guys. Collects the method signature, two parameter, map and model attribute, right? Okay, signature collecting V1. So that will be passed to whom, guys? Dispatcher servlet. That will be passed to whom, guys? Dispatcher servlet. What is there? V1. Okay, after V1, what is there, guys? VW, right? W1. Uh, Gathered, guys. Signature is gathered. Now tell me next one, X1. By seeing map, empty shared memory is created. By seeing what? Model attribute. One more object for form, model object is created, model class is created or not there. Initially, both are empty. Don't look at the data at them. Both are empty. Okay, boss. Now, don't forget, all this happened for form submission request, guys. Since form submission is happening, come on, guys. Whatever form data came, what is the form data coming? I'm assuming 1001 Raja, Delhi, and what? 90 values are given. Okay, these values will be stored. These values will be stored into what, guys? Model class object. What object, guys? Okay, these values will be stored into what? Model class object. These values will be stored into model class object. Comfortable, my dear? Super, guys. That's there. These values will be stored into model class. Empty shared memory, model class object having form data is ready, X1. So having those things as argument, it will call what? Handler method, Y1, right? Okay, after that, somehow it gathered the, generated the result is kept in shared memory, Z1, come on, and returning logical view name A2. A2 means A2 B2 kind of thing, right? That logical view name comes to dispatcher servlet C2. That dispatcher servlet. Okay, what is that? A1 B2. Okay, B2 na something else, boss. What's the flow order? Z1. What is there? A2. A2. Tell me next one. B2. That will go to view resolver C2. Another view object having result page D2. Now result page, this view object goes to dispatcher servlet. What is there? E2. And that will be, it will go and execute that component. Where is this? F2. And because of F2, in their logic is there to display the result or not there? G2. Because of that, output will be displayed or not there? O1 performs model class object data to form components data binding. X1 performs form components to model class object data binding. So O1 is here, was here. Where is O1? Here is the O1. By seeing this one, what happened, guys? Whatever data is there in model class object will come to text boxes as initial values. That is one-way binding. What is one-way binding? A model class object to form component. When you click on submit button, one more time model class object is created, right? One more time model class object is created. Whatever form data I fill up and submit, that will be stored into student class object or not there. That will be stored into student class object or not there, guys. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Okay, that's great. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Okay, guys. If you don't give name to model attribute in at the rate model attribute annotation, the model with respect to model class object, then the model class name having first letter in lowercase takes as what? Model attribute name. What is there, guys? Model attribute name. I think you understood, guys, because of their JSP tag linked with the Java object. So on the launch of form page, initial values may come, right? Okay. In the form page that is designed by using Spring MVC tags. 1 minute. First we'll complete this practical, then we'll come to other one. Okay. Yes, guys. Here, copy this, paste it. This is what? 07. Form data binding. Where is this? MVC tags. What tags, guys? MVC tags. MVC tags. Right click. MVC tags. Right click. Here is my what? Properties. Web project settings. Tell me here, where is this? 7. Where is the 7, guys? Form data binding. Here is my MVC tags. Apply. Okay. Apply and close. Apply. Okay. Apply and close. Here is my properties file, guys. Apply and close. That's great. Form data binding here. MVC tags over there, guys. Form data binding, MVC tags, guys. Comfortable, my dear? Come on, everyone. Form data binding, MVC tags. Right click, properties, web project settings, apply and close. What is that? Apply and close. Yeah. First of all, go to the form page, guys. SRC main web app pages student underscore register underscore form. Right. Okay, that you keep as it is. What is the tag we have to import the JSP tag library? What is that? Tag lib. What is there? Tag lib. Tag lib URI is equal to say paste form. What is the recommended prefix? FRM. Anything you can take FRM. Array, what about jar file? You need not to add the jar. Whatever Spring MVC jars are there, in those jars only, these tags are there. Tag library information is there. Okay, guys. Yeah, what is the prefix? FRM colon form. Action is equal to register. Method is equal to post. What is there? Method is equal to post. Model attribute is equal to stud. What attribute, guys? Model attribute is equal to stud. Are you with me, guys? Input type is equal to text. Name is equal to SNO. But here also tag I want to use. FRM colon input. Type text. Okay, if you don't mention also default text only. Here not name ra babu, path. And array JSP tags are strictly typed, boss. Strictly typed closing tag should be there, means should be there. This model attribute is mandatory. This model attribute is mandatory. Okay, guys. Next, student name, FRM colon input, type text. Tell me here, path is equal to yes name slash. Next one is what, guys? FRM colon input. Here is what? Path is equal to SADD. This. Next. FRM colon input. Type is equal to this. Here is what? Path is equal to average. Path is equal to average. Are you getting my point there, guys? Input type is equal to submit. Value is equal to set. Input type is equal to the array. For submit and reset button, no tags. We have to use traditional one only. Or why prefixes are? If because I may import lot of tags belongs to lot of tag libraries, right? Two tag libraries may have same tag with a different functionality, but I want to use both tags in same JSP base. Then we can differentiate both the tags by using what? These prefixes are not there. Two students are having same name in the class, guys. I can differentiate them with what? Prefixes are not there. I can differentiate them with prefixes are not there, guys. Come on, everyone, getting my point there are not there. Convinced with me are not there, guys. Come on. Super. Okay. That's it. Yeah, but you have to close the open tag and closing tag. FRM colon form. What is this? FRM colon form. Is the one thing we have to discuss or not, guys? That's FRM colon form. Stop this. So we have designed by using Spring MVC supplied JSP tags. Let's run the application now. Run on server. Say this. Okay, done. Save finish. See, in model class object, already Hyderabad is there as initial value. Already Hyderabad is there as initial value. Check it out. Coming or not coming? Sir, why float 0.0 not coming? Here I have taken simple float 0.0. In this Eclipse example, I have taken wrapper float, right? I have taken what? Wrapper float class. Wrapper float. If no value is given, default value null. Null means what? Empty text box only will come or not, guys. Null means only empty text box only will come or not, guys. Empty text box only will come or not, guys. I want reply, my dear. Super, guys. Tell me. Right click. Tell me. Run an server. Say next. Save finish. Register student. What student, guys? Register student. 1001. Natraz. Okay, 70. Click on send button. Here, data is stored or not stored, guys? Form data is stored or not stored, guys? Convinced with me, my dear. Come on, everyone. Okay. Yeah, are you feeling two-way binding or not, guys? Yeah. 1001 Natraz SADD what? Hyderabad. Average what? 78.99. Click on home. Register student. Comfortable, guys? Are you able to see a few two-way binding? It's possible with a traditional HTML tags? No. In traditional HTML, there is no provision to link with the Java object. Without linking with the Java object, we cannot expect tags should read Java object data, should display them initial values, right? Without expecting that. Okay, boss. That's great news, guys. Tell me now. In form colon form tag, what tag, guys? In form colon form tag attribute, model attribute is mandatory attribute, and the attributes action methods are what? Optional attribute having default values. Okay, shall we start understanding some important aspects, guys? In the form page that is designed by using Spring MVC supplied JSP tag, the default request mode or method is what? Post. It is not get, it is post. Are you realizing this, guys? Yeah, it is not get, it is post. It is not get, it is what? Post. Method is equal to, method is equal to, you need not to write, guys. Array, in a regular form tag, default method request mode is get in the traditional one. But here what? Post. Yeah, I don't give this. And what I need also post now, boss. When on form submission, I want to see it's generating post mode request, and that's saying it will come by default, right? Now you observe, though I removed that, no effect, guys. Say this, say this. Say this and work out this. Yeah, register student. Form page is launched or not launched? Okay. View page source. If nothing is mentioned, what is coming as default post? What is coming, my dear? Default. So no effect in the application execution. Natras 23.56. Click on send button. Form page is submitted. Whatever data that is generated is stored into model class object or not there? Is definitely stored into model class object or not there, guys? Come on, everyone. Is definitely stored into model class object. 890 Natras, this one. It's been stored nicely, guys. That's a point number one. Point number two. Listen, guys. I have taken form tag without action attribute. I have taken anchor tag, A tag, without href attribute. Then what happens? When I click on hyperlink, when you click on submit button, what happens? Using which URL the form page is launched, to the same URL the form page will be submitted. Using which URL the form page is launched, to the same URL the form page will be submitted. Are you getting my point there? Using which URL the form page is launched, using the same URL the form page will be submitted. Are you getting my point? Understanding my statement, guys? Using which URL the form page is launched, having the same URL the form page will be submitted. The form page will be submitted. Okay, now listen. Using which URL the form page is launched? Register. If I don't give action attribute, what will be the default URL it will take, guys? Register on. What will be the default URL it will take, guys? Register on. Using which URL form page is launched? Okay. This is another advantage of taking same URL for form launching and form submission, guys. For the handler methods of form launching and form submission, if you take the same request path, giving action attribute is optional there or not there? Okay, now I'm removing this also, guys. I'm seriously removing what? This part also. And same is applicable for anchor tag also. If you take anchor tag without href attribute, using which URL that page is, anchor tag is launched or that page is launched, to the same URLs, anchor tag submitted request will be submitted, right? If you take form tag without action attribute, using which URL the form page is launched, having the same URL, the form will be submitted. Are you getting my point there or not there? Super, boss. Form data binding, tell me, run on server, say this, say next, say finish. Say next, say finish. Yeah. This is my register student. This is my register student. Okay. What is there, guys? Rajesh, 89.89. Click on what button? Send button. It's coming or not coming? You go to the previous page. Here is my what? Page source slash register. What is there? Method is equal to post. Slash register. Method is equal to post. Are you comfortable, my dear? Come on, everyone. MVC tax slash register. Method is equal to post. See, I have not given register, but it is automatically taking register. I have not given post. I had automatically taking post now, boss. But model attribute is compulsory. This is internally becoming ID. That's a different story. Okay. But model attribute is mandatory. You try to remove this model attribute also. You try to remove this model attribute, guys. You will get error or not there. Try to remove this model attribute. Okay. It says model attribute is mandatory attribute. Okay. While typing, you will not get any error, boss. In execution, definitely error will come or not there. Safe in. Register student. Here we are getting exception or not there, guys. Okay. Neither binding result nor being command available. Request attribute. Okay. We are getting error. Is giving indirect error, not the direct error. Array, you are asking to bind the data. Where is the object to collect the data? Where is the object to collect the data? So that's the reason it's giving error. Tell me. Model attribute is equal to stud. Yes, model attribute is in. And one more thing, guys. Two times I used model attribute. One time in form launching handler method, other one is form submitting handler. In both situation, it will happily create what? It will happily create command class object. What object? Command. Right click, tell me. Run on server, Tomcat, say next, say finish. Say next, say finish. I'm launching form page now, boss. I'm launching form page here. Object is created. Come on. Okay. Now I fill up the form page here. 890 Natras. What is there? 78. Click on send button. Where is this? One more object is created. What is that, guys? One more object is created. So that's why I purely taken what? Purely. Two times object is one is on form page because indirectly model class object there in request scope only, right? Indirectly model class object is there in what? Request scope. Yeah. Okay, once again, see the 3 points. In the form page that is designed by using Spring MVC supplied JSP tags, the default request mode or method is what? Post. Point number one. Giving model attribute is what? Mandatory. If the request path of form launching handler method is matching with what? Form submission handler method, then placing action URL in action attribute of FRM colon form tag is optional because the form launching URL itself will be used as what? Form submission URL. Nothing but action. Okay. Model attribute is mandatory attribute and the attributes action method are what? Optional attribute having default values. Having default values. Yeah. Tell me. No action model attribute, it will be formed internally like this or not, guys? This is going to be internal code or not there? Note. If we take anchor tag without href attribute and form tag without action attribute, the request URL using which the web page is launched automatically becomes what? href URL in anchor tag and action URL in form tag. This is applicable in both in traditional HTML tags and MVC tags, guys. This is very important point now, boss. Generally, we don't ignore, guys. If you ignore what happens, I am talking about. Once again, check it out. If you take anchor tag without href attribute and form tag without action attribute, the request URL using which the web page is launched automatically becomes what? href URL in what tag? Anchor tag and action URL in the form tag. This is applicable for both traditional HTML tags and what? MVC supplied tags. Traditional HTML tags and what? MVC supplied tags. This is a good lesson, guys. Okay. So now let us compare what is the difference between designing form pages using traditional HTML form tags and Spring MVC supplied JSP form tags. Now we are comparing both, guys, nothing else. Traditional HTML tags and Spring MVC supplied JSP form tag. These tags are given by W3C, World Wide Web Consortium. What is that? World Wide Web Consortium. These tags are given by Spring MVC framework. Nothing but what? Pivotal team, guys. What team, my dear? Pivotal team. Pivotal team means what? The Spring company name. These tags support one-way data binding when they are used in a Spring MVC application. Okay, form data to model class object only they support. Do you think they support reverse, guys? No. These tags support two-way data binding when they are used in Spring MVC application. Form data to model class object and vice versa. Vice versa means what? Reverse also true. What is there? Reverse also true. Form data to model class object and vice versa. Vice versa means what? Reverse true. Default request method of the form page is what? Get. Default request method for form page is what? Post. These tags are not strictly typed. These tags are what? Strictly typed. Are you getting my point? These tags are not case sensitive. These tags are very much case sensitive. Can be used in HTML programming and also in what? JSP programming. .html, .jsp files. Can be used only in what? JSP programming. Only in .jsp files. Right, guys? Tags are given for submit button, reset button. No tags for submit and reset button, right? Here, no tags. We have to use a traditional HTML tags only. Here also use traditional HTML tags. Here also use traditional HTML tags. Supports the writing of placeholder text. Array, you want to get the tooltip now? We can write placeholder is equal to something. Okay. Here what is there? Does not support writing of what? Placeholder set. Okay. I'll show what is placeholder, then you will get the idea. You go to traditional one. Okay. You go for traditional one. SRC main web app, webinf, pages, student underscore register underscore this. Close all editors. Student underscore register underscore this. Come on. Yeah, here is my what? Placeholder. Enter SNO. Look at that. right click, run on. This is traditional HTML tags application, guys. This is traditional HTML tags application. Finish. Okay. Yeah. Traditional HTML tags. Okay, now focus. If I keep the here, array, why it is not coming? Placeholder should come, na? Why not saved? Oh, I modified in JSP, Rabab. I have to modify in what? Yeah, that's good. That's right only, na? Yeah, that's right. Placeholder. Mistake happened. Double extra code has come. Fine, sometimes it happens. What we can do? Run on server, Tomcat, safe. Check it out. And this is called watermark is called a placeholder. That's a placeholder, right? Until real value come, that will appear. But do you think such facility is there in a Spring MVC tags, guys? You write them, it will show as a wrong attribute. Okay, here placeholder is there, not there. That attribute itself not there, guys. Did you notice this? Placeholder is there or not there? That attribute itself not there. Did you notice that, boss? Unfortunately, that attribute itself not there. But title is there. We can bring same effect, boss. Title, similar effect. Title is there in both places. Okay. Enter SNO. What it will do, whenever mouse overs the text box, you will get this message. Whenever mouse over the text box, you will get this message. Right click, tell me, run on server, say next, remove all, finish. Register student. Here you observe enter SNO. Is not a placeholder, but similar effect. But title is there in both places. So that means in traditional HTML tag, title is there, placeholder is there. In MVC tags, only title is there. Are you getting my point? Overall, what is good, guys? We will prefer working with what? MVC supplied JSP tags or traditional HTML tags? Huh? Some MVC supplied tags, guys. I think by this time you realized, right? Okay. Okay, guys. Next one. This is a 10. Now we have to worry about total how many ways are there for data binding, guys? Two ways are there. Two different ways of this. Already differences we discussed, right? Come on. Traditional HTML tags already we discussed, guys. Two ways of data binding. One is what? Form data binding to model class object using @model attribute annotation. Next, request param values binding to what? Handler method params using what? @request param annotation. What annotation? @request param annotation. Comfortable or not there, guys? Okay. Form data binding to model class object. Already we discussed this. Now what is this? Request param binding to handler method params using request param annotation. What annotation? Request param. Data binding using @request param. Binding request param values to handler method parameters. Sometimes hyperlinks carry additional data along with what? Generated request in the form of request params, which will be appended to the request URL as part of query string or not, guys? Which will be appended to the request URL as part of query string. What do you say, guys? And sometimes hyperlinks carry data. Or in the address bar also you can type query string. What do you say, guys? In address bar also you can type the query string. Come on, guys. Are you getting my point? Ahref edit student question mark SNO is equal to 101. This is edit student or not there. These two hyperlinks generate get mode request carrying additional data as the values of what? SNO request param. What param? SNO request param. Are you getting my point there or not there, guys? Ahref edit student question mark SNO is equal to 101. This is my edit student. This is my what? Edit student. Comfortable, my dear? Yes. Another one is what? Edit student. SNO 101. SNO 102. URL having query string, request params, right? These two hyperlink generated get mode requests carrying additional data as the value of SNO request param. What param, guys? SNO and nothing is there. When hyperlink is clicked, they are carrying additional request parameters. Those values I want to bind them to what? Handler method parameter values. What values? Handler method parameter values. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Sometimes hyperlinks carry additional data along with the generated request in the form of request param, which will be appended to the request URL as part of query string. Are you getting my point? SNO 101 edit student, SNO 102 edit student. These two hyperlink generate get mode requests carrying additional data as the values of what? SNO request param. These values I want to bind to whom, guys? A handler method parameters, right? Okay. These request param values can be bound with handler method params using the support of what? @request param annotation. Okay, here is the story or not there, guys. SNO 1001, S name Rajesh. SNO 1001, S name Rajesh. Okay, these are bound with this one or not there? Both these are bound with this or not? I want reply, guys. Convinced with me, my dear. Come on. SNO 1001, S name Rajesh. 1001 is bound to NO. Rajesh is bound to name. 1001 is bound to NO. Rajesh is bound to name. These things are really taking place there or not there, guys? Come on, guys. @request param name, data type param name. @request param name. Here, no need of passing name. Why? Because if request parameter name, method param name is matching, no need of passing the name. If not matching, here SNO is there, here NO is there. Then this SNO should be passed over there or not there. Okay, you will see one example, then you will get the idea. Okay, na? Instead of talking like this me for a long time, it's better to go for what? One small example, then you will get idea. New other, where is this? Spring Starter project. Boot MVC Pros 8. Boot MVC Pros 8. Are you getting my point there, guys? Boot MVC pros 8 form data binding. What binding, guys? Form data binding. Not when. Request params binding. Request params binding. Say next. Lambda KPI. Spring Web. Spring Data MongoDB. Sorry, not required. I think these are enough, guys. Say next. Say finish. Right now, I'm not taking hyperlink. Similar effect I try to give by typing the query string in the browser address bar. When you click on hyperlink also, they will form request parameter in the address bar. Yeah. Go to application.properties. Resources. Say paste. Form data binding application. Yeah, I will change this one to what? Request params binding application. Request params binding application. What application, guys? Request params binding application. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Here I will take controller class. Okay, I'll take a package com.nt.controller. Student operations controller. What controller, guys? Student operations controller. Here is my what? Student operations controller dot Java. What is there? Student operations controller dot Java. Here is what? At the rate controller. Next, public string. What is there? Public string. Tell me, guys. Public string. Here, process data. Some generic terminology I am using. At the rate request param. Okay, SNO. I want to store into which variable? Into NO. Next, guys. At the rate request param. At the rate request param. What is there? Yes name. What is there? String name. Yes name, string name. Tell me. At the rate get mapping. What, guys? At the rate get mapping. What is there? Data. At the rate get mapping data. Here we are taking at the rate get mapping data or not there. System.out.println. NO space. What is their name? NO space name. What is there? Show underscore result. What underscore result, guys? Show underscore result. Yeah. This will return. Tell me, guys. Classical view name. To view resolver already configured. We have to take one result page or not there. SRC main web app. Right click JSP file. Show underscore result dot JSP. Oh, we have not taken any folder, huh? Oh, we have to place in what? Folder. What is there? Web INF. Under this, pages. Folder. What is there? Pages. Okay. Here is my, under this, you keep it. Show underscore result dot JSP. Is EL ignored is equal to false. What is equal to false, guys? Is EL ignored is equal to false. Bold, tell me. Request param values are. There is an implicit object called param dot SNO, comma, dollar. What is there? Param dot SName. Param dot SNO, param dot SName. Where is this? BR. What is next? href dot. What is there? Home. Actually, right now, home page is also not there. Fine, because we are directly displaying over there. Why are you not using directly SNO? No model attributes this time. Request parameter, they are there in request object. This param internally represent what? Each request parameter. This param internally represents what? Each request parameter. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Yeah. Right click, run on server, say next, remove all, finish. Yeah, tell me, guys. What is the request path? Data I have taken, question mark. SNO is equal to 1001, 101. S name is equal to Raja. 101 Raja is coming here or not there? 101 Raja is coming here or not there, guys? I want reply, guys. Come on, everyone. Okay, but right now, SNO, S name, matching with original request parameter names, guys. Okay, since matching, I can redesign method in another way. I can redesign the method in another way or not there. Okay, here is what is the story. Copy this, paste it. Public string process data. What data? Public string process data. Here is SNO. Suppose here also I am taking SNO. Then no need of passing this one, guys. Here also I am taking what? S name. When request parameter name and method parameter name is matching, there is no need of passing request parameter name in @request param annotation. So here also variable name changes are not there. One is SNO, other one is S name. Okay, that's great. Right click, run on server, say next, say finish. Say next, say finish. Slash data, SNO 101, S name Raja. One side 101, another side what? Raja. One side 101, another side what? Raja. Is that clear, guys? Come on, everyone. Getting my point here or not there, guys? Super. SNO 9001, S name is equal to what? Rakesh. 9001 is bound to this. Rakesh is bound to S name. SNO, S name values are displayed together or not there, guys? Okay, here see SNO, SNO matching. That's why non in a passing name. Okay. Now let's see. Suppose there are two guys, I pass additional. Yes, SEADD is equal to Hyderabad. Any error, boss? No error. I passed less. I passed less. Error, boss? Yes, error. That means by default, whatever data we are binding to method param using at the rate request param annotation, they are mandatory to pass or not, guys. They are compulsory to pass or not there, guys. If you don't pass, we are getting exception, my dear. What is the exception we are getting? What is the missing servlet request parameter exception? Missing servlet request parameter exception. If any request param name is not matching with what? At the rate request param attribute name or method param of handler method, then we get exception. Required request parameter yes name for the method parameter type string is not present. String is not present. If you pass extra, no problem. If you pass less, you are getting error. Okay, see this? Okay. That means by default, they are mandatory, guys. SNO 101. Yeah. S name is equal to what? Raja. Okay. Tell me here, what is there? Request parameter, S name for method parameter, type string not present. Type string not present. Are you getting my point? So that means when you pass, you compulsory should pass it, guys. If you don't want to pass, there is another one. Required is equal to false. If you give, it will take. If you don't give, no problem. Okay. So now, how to handle these situations are go there. Required is equal to false. Now SNO giving SNO is mandatory and passing S name is optional or not there. Right click, guys. Tell me. Run on server, guys. Run on server, guys. Say next. Right click. Run on server. This. Say next. Say finish. Okay. 101 Raja. 101 Raja. Suppose I have not given S name. Only 101. What happened? Second one null is taken na? Because I said required is equal to false. Suppose I have taken wrong one. Nam is equal to Raja. Okay, then also it is taking null because I said required is equal to false. I said required is equal to false. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Yes.